first off, this is really weird, right? I mean, Nintendo's about to release their NES Mini. It's going to be, I think it's $100 or $89. I can't remember the price tag, or $129. I can't. $50.
I think it was 60.
Gotcha. And they're about to release that onto store shelves in the fall, and we got this news that there's literally an NES emulator that passed certification and is coming to Xbox One in the very soon. It will make its way very, very soon to this console. I mean, it's very weird that we're getting that. It's like, okay, they're just gonna go out, release it.
Sorry to interrupt, yeah, I was right. $60.
$60?
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Like, it's like I feel like this won't last very long. If they make this a thing, this will not last very long, because like Nintendo does not like seeing their characters on other systems.
Oh yeah, no.
I do like one good example. I do remember there's a game called, ever heard of Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Of course.
Originally they were going to have Link and Samus be exclusive to the Nintendo versions of those games. Right. But like the demos they showed, there's gameplay footage. You can find gameplay footage of like Link and Samus in the game. But the demo took place on a PlayStation 2. And so they struck down. Yeah, they struck down. Even though it wasn't going to be on PlayStation 2, even though it was going to be exclusive to Nintendo versions, it was still kind of like disrespectful. It was just like on a PlayStation. It was on a PlayStation 2 because you saw like the props for like Samus press X to like morph into a ball and stuff. Right. I can see that. So, just like, what the fuck? Yeah, so like, get off a PlayStation. Get this off. Like Nintendo doesn't I mean, this is official. This is, with the Xbox, it's official shit. So like, they don't want their stuff being emulated on like a console and Microsoft just selling it. I mean, because like with the Ouya was just like some kind of third-party thing that really didn't matter. Of course, so no. This is Xbox One. This is the second. This is their competition. And of course, they're gonna want money out of that. Excuse me. What's going on? Because also, these are games still selling because this is their virtual console market we're talking about. Right. The only NES games Microsoft has any right to show is like Battletoads or any other rare NES game, but that's it. Right. One of the interesting things that has gone around is, let me just read you a story here, because I had one and I didn't mention it, but let me give you the background here. So, a fan-created emulator, which is called NESBox, has been sent in and approved for release on the Xbox One console, and the Xbox One owners will soon be able to access every NES classic through their Microsoft-made console. Nintendo, which has gone after several high-profile fan games as of late, has remained vigilant in making sure that its characters and properties don't appear on competitors' machines. However, while taking down a fan game is one proposal, going after an emulator is another. Distributing emulation software is shrouded in cloudy gray areas of legality, and not until games start becoming distributed does it turn into a bit more illegal stuff. So here's where it gets cloudy, because he's releasing an emulator. He's not putting up the games. Yeah. You can put your games from a flash drive into the emulator and play from there. He's just releasing the emulator. So that's where it's like Nintendo can if they want, I guess. It's the thing is, like, nothing's happening yet. So like it's all we know is just an emulator. So like is it even called NES, an NES emulator? Or it's literally called NESBox. Like, because it's Xbox, NESBox. Well, they can do something about that. It'd probably be more apparent like once they start, like once action starts taking course where people are actually playing at least first party NES games on there. Right. That's, I think, where they start to draw the line. They're like, all right, that game is very questionable. But it all comes down to the fact that if people are getting their games not on the Xbox service and they're just going from their PC to the Xbox, plugging into their Xbox and playing it, I don't even know if Nintendo will be able to see that, because it'll all be sort of an offline experience. I don't know if it'll be online. So that's where it all becomes into question. I know, but like Nintendo will know. Oh, Nintendo will probably strike down on the Xbox. They'll know that these people are doing it. Right. Also, they're not Microsoft's office. They're not monitoring this shit anyway, even if they were monitoring it. Of course. Yeah. It's just like weird that it's coming around the time of the NES Mini too. Yeah, that's what's so odd about it, because it's like this thing is about to release
And they probably will make hand over fist. I don't. Obviously, for the general everyday person, they don't know about this emulator and they don't really care. So Nintendo probably won't. That won't affect Nintendo in the long run. This will only affect the people that are like full on people that know how to work emulators and go from there. So
there's also a risk for like you got something going through. You got this sort of thing going through. Like this sort of thing could like. Possibly, if they don't do something about it, they could possibly catch on. We can get like a Super Nintendo emulator, or go up to Nintendo 64 emulator.
Yeah. I mean, that's the one thing though. You don't want an SNES box. You don't want an N64 box or 64 box.
Like Nintendo makes their money selling those ROMs $5 a pop.
Right.
I mean, and you can get on an official console now. It's like they I feel like they can't let this sit. I feel like they won't let this sit for too long. I mean, it'll be a dumb business strategy.
Oh no, Nintendo has to go and do something. Now, next up, Xbox, of course, facing a lot of challenge going into this holiday season. PlayStation just put out 2 consoles, the Slim and the Pro, and we just got our first bundle. I think it will be probably the best bundle to go out and buy this holiday season. Battlefield 1 is highly, highly anticipated, and we're getting our first massive bundle. Last year was Star Wars Battlefront, of course, with the PlayStation. This time we have Battlefield 1 bundle. It comes with technology. It comes with an Xbox One that's in military green with a military green controller. It also, interestingly, has a lot of other features that we didn't expect here. Not only is the game there, or like a pre-order game pack, but there's also a lot of DLC in this. There's 1 month of EA access, which of course gives you insider access to EA games that you can play. The best
developers ever.
Like, from the best developers in the world, EA.
Sarcasm, yeah.
You can't go better with EA, man. But no, and it's only $349. You're getting a 1 terabyte Xbox One. And of course, remember, PS4 Pro is a 1 terabyte system that does essentially the same thing as Xbox One S. For $400, and it's also, like I said, 1 terabyte. So going into this holiday season, we talked about this a little bit. Does this interest you at all? I know you're not a Battlefield 1 person, but just looking at these bundles, looking at the price tag of both of these systems, compared to how they launched at $500 and $400, what do you think right now of this wide market?
I mean, if I had money to spend like that, I mean, in the way of like, if I had money, if I had like $1,000 on me and I had like no other investment at the moment, I mean, I'd probably go for this. I mean, it's a decent looking bundle. Wait, is the Xbox One designed in any way?
What's up?
Is the Xbox One designed in any way, special edition way?
The only special edition, I think they kept it green. So the green is the only one that's special edition. That's the only way that it's special edition. I know that the more special edition design is the Gears of War 4 bundle, but this one is just like this military green color where, sort of looks like a helmet, a World War I helmet. That's where it sort of looks like. So,
okay. Yeah, I was looking at your screen. It looks black. Like, it looks alright. Green is my favorite color.
Right. And we're probably gonna see some Call of Duty Infinite Warfare bundle from PlayStation this year. So. I'd probably go for. I mean, EA Access, even though I don't care for. Access. It's actually pretty good. I was looking at it. It's like they have a lot of interesting games because you get insider access. I think you get the ability to stream or download games early, and you can pretty much demo how a game is for a certain amount of time as long as you have EA Access. So it's a really good program.
Yeah, there's literally no other bundle available. I'd probably go for this, but I don't know. Most likely I would just go for an Xbox One regular.
Right. Yeah. Because of course the original, the regular Xbox One, which is the Xbox One S now, starts at $299.
Yeah, $100 less.
$50 less.
Wait, what? Wait, I thought it was $249.
No, they were selling the Xbox One, the original, for $249 until they ran out of stock for it because, of course, they're phasing out the Xbox One original, and the Xbox One S will be the new premier one. Of course, Black Friday we're probably gonna get some. We're gonna get most likely $249 for the S on Black Friday and holiday season because I mean that just sounds like the best possible option for them, and we'll probably see that toward the holiday season.
We can get in the fucking store.
Oh man, that's the challenge right there. I mean, plus Amazon's usually the place to go online, but
until it's sold out.
But yeah, no, this console really interested me because I mean, Like I said, we really expected PS4 Pro, aka the Neo, to really blast everything out of the water. We thought that it was going to be a much more powerful console and that it was going to surprise us. But just like their conference, it was boring. It didn't really. It's not going to do too much. It streams 4K video, but it doesn't play 4K games.
No 4K Blu-ray.
No 4K Blu-ray. Sony's own 4K Blu-ray technology is not in their own box. I don't get that at all.
Maybe there was some kind of behind-the-scenes thing where Sony was like greedy for money, and like Microsoft's like, okay, we'll give you a quadrillion money dollars if you sign this contract to like not put this. If we can put this in our system, you don't put this in our system. You're like, we're smarter than that. But at the same time, our fuckers fan base would just like buy anything we throw out, even if it has less shit.
I think that Nintendo. I think Review Tech USA said it in a very strong way. The PS4 Pro just feels like a half-baked thing because the design looks half-baked, the technology is half-baked. The fact that they don't have their own technology inside of it, like their state-of-the-art technology isn't even in it. That's why it's like, what the f are you doing, Sony? What is this? But we're gonna see a lot more bundles coming in the future. We're probably gonna see a Call of Duty bundle, which we'll see just a number of games with bundles coming in. Watch Dogs 2 obviously is coming out soon, so I won't be surprised if we see something for that game. It looks like it'll be highly anticipated, so expect that in the future. But now, Mark, we've talked about this before with other games from the PlayStation 2 library. You said you've been really wanting an Ape Escape game, and I've said countless times a random PlayStation 2 game would never come to PS4. They don't really care that much for it. And then we get news that out of the blue, Hotshots Tennis, a random game from PlayStation 2 era.
What the fuck?
It's not Ape Escape, but it is Hotshots Tennis. Will be available on PS4 after their September update. I think that's on the 13th. But yeah, very interesting. We're getting just
bullshit.
A brand new Hotshots Tennis. Just have you played any of the Hotshots games? We had the PlayStation All Stars level that we saw.
It was there's Hotshots Golf. That's the only exposure we had. That's the first exposure we had to that series.
Right.
No, I mean I played Mario Golf and like Mario Tennis, and those were made by Camelot, and Camelot made the Hotshots stuff. So like, kinda, sort of, in a different series on a different console. Like,
right.
In that sort of sense, it's just like, nobody cares.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think
they know nobody cares. It's just a throwaway.
What's weird is just like, I mean, we'll talk about this in the future because we have a topic about this where we're gonna pay attention to old PlayStation games that need to come to the console because, I mean, if they want to keep this thing lively, they should probably add some games. I mean, we're literally going to jump into another holiday season that seems like it won't have any games. Horizon's moved. The Last Guardian is going to release in December, so holiday, but not November holiday. I don't even think there's an exclusive this holiday season that I know of. Gran Turismo's not in 2016 anymore. So is there actually an exclusive? We were talking about some exclusives toward the end of the year and the beginning of the year, but everything's moved. So yeah. I don't really know if they have a holiday season game, but I think that I don't know if the Hotshots brand is known all that much. I don't think they care, like you said. It's just a game that they can say, hey, we care about this fan base.
I don't know, maybe this is the start of something. I mean,
I really hope.
Probably like PS4 is a better PlayStation 2 emulator, because how was the? Cause I know you played System Metal Black on PS3. I haven't tried loading that up on the PS3 gaming. But like, how was the PS2 emulator when you coming from the PSN?
I mean, the only thing was that controller scheme setup was odd, but everything else was down to earth and simple. It was pretty easy to understand. I had a great time with it. It felt like you were playing on PS2. Sort of, because it was in 480p. It probably
like, I don't know, maybe PS4 loads faster or something. It's probably easier or something. Is it?
You said what?
I'm just guessing, theorizing. It's probably easier or something. Maybe it loads faster on
PS4. Yeah, I mean,
like hopefully, I think this is probably the start of something. We may see more PS2 games on there. Right. That we already got, because we got a fuck ton of. We got pretty much the good library PS1 games on there.
Oh,
it's
no,
like,
yeah.
All it's left is like PS2. Mm-hmm. And like everything PS3 is already on there, so it's like he's got one generation to fill.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. I mean, we've talked over and over about the remasters and the collections on PlayStation 2 that they haven't pushed over. The Infamous collection is literally the one collection that I don't understand why it hasn't been pushed over. I just don't get it. But we'll talk about that toward the end of the podcast.
Because when you think about it, this is like Sony's virtual console market.
This is they have so much potential here. It's very weird. It's very odd, but we'll find out what their plans are in the future, if any. But which leads us to the final topic of the news. This is weird because analysts have been predicting a lot of stuff, and analysts are the front face of what we expect for the future of gaming, and they can be wrong a lot. They can be very, very wrong. They can say, for example, at the beginning of this console generation, before everything launched, they said that this would be the end of the console generations, the end of consoles, that consoles won't sell well, that everything will die, and PS4 is selling millions and kicking ass. So they've been wrong before, and they were wrong again. Analysts are predicting, of course, the NX event will be in October. They predicted before that it'll be in September, but we haven't heard anything, and obviously if they were going to have a September event, we'd hear about it by now. And they're expecting PlayStation 5 to arrive in late 2018. So, both of these things, very interesting. I think PS5 really...
Interesting?
It makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, they both seem plausible. I mean, I can...
Yeah, it's like...
I don't believe... I don't believe them, but I can see it happening. Well, because, they've been wrong.
Yeah.
It's like... I mean, it's like someone's telling you... they're making a Star Wars Episode 10, they confirmed Star Wars Episode 10, you don't believe them, it wasn't confirmed.
Yeah.
But you can see it happening anyway.
I mean, it's like a no shit. I mean, no shit, it's gonna happen. It's just when. And, obviously the first one, PS5 in late 2018, this is like their best bet. This is it makes a lot of sense because at the end of the day, if we really want to use our own brains and think about this toward the end of what the end of the decade looks like, Xbox One Scorpio is going to come out toward 2017. It may actually come out in 2018. We don't really know, but they say 2017. Hypothetically, it looks like Xbox Scorpio is going to be a new console. I mean, the way that they're saying how powerful it is, it seems like it's not just going to be an Xbox One. Plus, it's been so long that they have a slim. It's not like the Pro. It's Xbox One S is not Xbox One Pro. It's Xbox One S, and they're making it just like the Xbox 360 Slim, or they're marketing it like an Xbox 360 Slim, like an Xbox One Slim. So PS5 coming out in late 2018 feels just like the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 generation, where Xbox 360 came out in 2005, and then PS3 came out in 2006. This is going to come out 2018. It's going to counteract everything where Xbox One will launch. I think, but this first year is going to be really affect Sony. Obviously, it's like they didn't expect Xbox to really kick off things so quickly, it seems like. So we're going to get this console hypothetically after, because you can't release PS5 the year after you release the Pro for $400. They screwed themselves.
I just realized the sad thing about all of this, because I do feel like the PS5 might actually be a thing in 2018.
Yeah.
But the sad thing is Nintendo is trying so hard to be on top now. So their NX that's finally on the par with PS4 and Xbox One is just now it's now last gen again.
Yeah.
So it's just you're gonna be they're gonna be by 2018 they're gonna be sitting right next to the Scorpio and
the PS5
and the PS4
in the following year
dealing with the same exact problem. They can never catch a break.
What I'm glad about is that they're finally doing something completely different. So it's not just a home console; it's something more. PS5 and Xbox One, Xbox Scorpio.
NX?
Yes,
that's as far as we can know from the rumors.
But hypothetically, if it is a portable all the way, then at least that gives them something where it's completely different than PS4 and Xbox Scorpio and PS5, right? Because those are all going to be home consoles most likely. And this NX, if you can take Mario Kart with you, if you can take a high def Mario Kart game with you, if you can take a full on Metroid game with you, if you can take a full on experience with you on the go and it doesn't look bad, I think that'll bring a lot of people in. If they can get a lot of third-party support, that's what they need, and this is what's really going to attract a lot of people. That's what'll sell NX. And I think NX has the potential to do that. Holiday season-wise, like Xbox Scorpio will probably destroy them in the holiday season in 2017. Like, that's hands down. It just looks like it, because they're going to release a brand new console, and NX will be out in March. That's why I think they should wait until November, but they're not going to. But and then
what was it? They said I think they said between March or April. I remember.
Either or. Before summer, like, people have. I guess the further away from the holiday season, the better. But
yeah. Nintendo's known for delaying, so they're not afraid to delay whatever they need to delay.
Oh, please put it in November. Imagine that. You have the portable option, then you have the most powerful home console, Xbox Scorpio, versus the most powerful portable console of all time with your best experiences on the go.
The most powerful Nintendo console of all time.
Imagine that. Market it like that.
No, I'm just like, it's not saying much. I'm just like, we don't know what it is yet. It could be a home console. It could be both. I have a feeling like it's because it's getting Zelda, so I have a feeling it's pouring towards home. So it's like either going to be a home. It's either going to be a home console or a home and portable.
Yeah, because what I was worried about when I first saw Zelda was like, if it's coming to NX, I hope the Wii version isn't the better version. That was the first thing, but I actually think that the NX will be a pretty more powerful console. But 2018, 2 years out, 1 year out very soon, but a year and a half out at this point. So we'll see NX within the next year. We'll know what it is by this time next year. We probably both will have bought one by this time next year.
5 gig Xbox. 5 terabyte Xbox Scorpio versus the 35 gig.
Dude, that's the deluxe model. You're talking about the 12. Shit, the 12 gig original system.
Yeah, there we go.
No, but yeah, and so guys, that wraps up the news. Hey guys, if you're listening to this on At Democracy, I want you to send me some questions, whatever questions you want. The reason why I brought this to At Democracy is that I'd like more people to listen to it, and I think that the network here really enjoys my content. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to have you guys send me some questions if you want, about anything really. I'm also going to have another podcast, Cartoon Chat, which will be reviving and coming back on Sundays. So guys, sending questions at techgamingpodcast@gmail.com. That's again, techgamingpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. I'm Brian Swan, and keep watching. This is Tech Gaming Podcast.